call, before I introduce our hosts that are going to lead this call today, so please text your team, let them know that this is about to start and that they do not want to miss out, okay? Welcome to Sue from Malaysia, all the way over in Boston. Welcome, Sammy. Pleasure to have you here. Welcome to Jennifer. It's a pleasure to see you here. Hello to Bonnie in Hong Kong. I'm saying hello to people in the United States, in China. I see there are people from Thailand. Welcome. Pleasure to see you here. Susan from the USA. I see Fiat from Thailand. Welcome. China, Taiwan, Los Angeles, Malaysia. This is just crazy, guys, and very exciting. Welcome, Grace from Taiwan. Welcome all the way over from Beijing.
Yeah.
Pleasure to have you here.
Dear Valeria,
Yes.
I am not yet assigned as interpreter. Just a moment. Yeah.
For
Recording in progress.
Welcome from all the way over in Thailand. Ellen, can you please confirm with me that you are already a translator? And also, if you guys in the chat can let us know that you can already listen to our interpreter. Perfect. Thank you so much. I'm going to continue saying hello quickly. Last 3 seconds. You guys, it's such a pleasure for me to be part of this wonderful movement. I just know that you are just going to feel as blessed as I feel to be a part of this movement that is so exciting for this beautiful, beautiful vehicle. So I don't want to keep you waiting longer. Let me please introduce our former CEO of Jeunesse, who's come on board to this beautiful Velovita family. Welcome to the amazing Mr. Jason Bournet, sorry.
There you go. There you go. Valeria, how are you? Can you hear me okay?
I hear you just fine.
Great. Ellen, how are we looking? Everything good on your end? I think that's a yes. I hope that's a yes. Anyway, welcome everybody. It is an honor and privilege to be with all of you today. I know this has been, as the song says, a long and winding road. And we've been through a lot together over the last 2 years. We've been through a lot together, for me, since 2012. For some of you, since 9/9 of 2009. And I am here today to tell you that we have a very bright future with Jeunesse. A lot of you were in Singapore. A lot of you were represented by the leaders that we had the opportunity to meet with there, and ultimately put together a platform, put together a strategy that you're going to find is very clear, that's very concise for the future of Jeunesse, for the future of your business underneath the Velovita umbrella. And so I can tell you I am 1,000% on board. I have known the gentleman that I'm going to introduce to you here today, and he's agreed to be interviewed today. And I took lots of your questions over the last week to 2 weeks, and I'm going to be asking him those questions today. So he's going to give you clarity. He's going to give you certainty. He's going to give you the answers that you've all been looking for, which are very important in moving forward, because without clarity, we have nothing. But I can tell you that who you're in business with, and you've heard me say this if you've ever heard me speak, is more important than the comp plan. It's more important than the products. It's more important than anything having to do with the business. Who you are in business with is the most important part of building a business. And I've known the gentleman that I'm going to introduce to you today since 2007. I have watched him climb to the highest ranks in 3 different companies as a distributor, doing tens of millions, probably hundreds of millions of dollars of revenue across the world. I've watched him build as a vendor, a company that serviced multiple network marketing companies, where he perfected the ability to build the banks that we've always talked about, that are vital to hold the business together, the back-end infrastructure, the payment of commissions, the shipping, the logistics, and everything involved with keeping the foundation of your business solid. He reached the top of the top in that industry. But about 4.5 years ago, he stepped back into the world that he loves, and that is the world of dealing with people, building a business, empowering people, believing in people more until they believe in themselves more, as he launched his company, Velavita, which has become a success across the world. And so when it became an opportunity for him to acquire the assets of Jeunesse and move forward, I was very, very excited to be able to work with him again and to rekindle our relationship since 2007. And I can tell you, it's been a incredible journey so far. I've never been around someone, number one, that works harder, someone that's more committed to the cause at hand. This is his life. 16, 17, 18 hours a day. This is his life. His commitment is unmatched. His organizational skills, I've never seen anything like it. It's very impressive to me, who's someone that's normally not very organized, as most of you know. But his commitment to excellence in everything that he does is going to be a huge win for everybody watching and for the entire world of Jeunesse. And so I would love to bring him on here today to introduce himself a little bit more to you that have not seen him. I know he's crisscrossing the world, speaking to Jeunesse distributors literally in every market all over Asia, and that will not stop. It will not stop with the first tour. He will continue to do it. It's all he's ever known, and it's all he's ever done for the last 30 years in network marketing. And so help me welcome to the Zoom your CEO, my new CEO, and my partner and my friend, Mr. Costa Gara. Costa, are you out there, buddy?
I gotta say the Thai way, Sabadika. I am literally in Bangkok. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all of you. Jason, it's so a pleasure to be with you again, my friend. I miss these days together. You remember we used to go on the stage back in 07, back in 08, back in 09. I miss those days, and I'm glad we're in this together. And gosh, we have so many exciting things to share with people over the next couple months. But here I am. I am actually in Thailand. This is the last part of my trip, 18-day travel throughout Europe and as well Asia. As you remember, we met in Singapore. It felt like it was just yesterday, a couple of weeks already gone by. And of course, Singapore to Malaysia, Malaysia to Taiwan, Taiwan to Japan, and now in Bangkok. And I'm heading home tomorrow, taking a couple of days rest before I get back on the plane to travel again to share this amazing Jeunesse message with the world, with everybody. So, Jason, I'm excited to be on this call, and I know we got a lot of exciting things, and we're happy. We're very looking forward to this amazing relationship again, rekindled, built together, building $1 billion company together.
Awesome, Costa. Thank you, and thank you again for your commitment. Again, I'm blown away, as are most of your general managers and the employees that are coming over to Velavita from Jeunesse. It's been, a breath of fresh air, Costa, to be involved in an organization where everyone's on the same page. There's communication, there's clarity, and that's been really exciting. And so what I'd love to do is dive into some of the harder questions. I know that when there's a transition that took place like this, again, everyone thought they were going one direction for several months, and then all of a sudden, at the end, that did not work out. And so we went in a different direction, and people, I think, feel like they've been pulled and torn and all of this. But one thing stays certain, one thing stays clear: the love for Jeunesse, the heartbeat of Jeunesse, the one team, the one heartbeat, the one family that's been built over the last 15 years, the legacy of that company. And, great stories are great stories, not because it was all good all the time. It wasn't always sunshine and rainbows and fields of roses and fields of green. Great stories are made based on what you have to overcome to get there. And the more you have to overcome, the more you can become. And that's the phase that we're in right now. We're overcoming, and we're going to become something great and something better, and one of the greatest stories of all time. But there is a transition period through that. Many people have questions about past wallet balances. There are two wallets, as you know. There's the Jeunesse wallet, which is transferring into the back office of Velavita, powered by Velavita. It will be a Velavita wallet, and there's money that people have earned in there. There was an iPayout wallet that some people had moved money to. There are balances in there, and the big question that people have is that going to be paid? That's number one. Number two, there were past incentive promotions that people who are watching have won, who are entitled to money moving forward. There were, different promos, 2 or 3, where people are saying, okay, what's going to happen there? So there's a lot of uncertainty again around money. You started as a distributor. And our number one focus is, yes, we want to help people. Yes, we want to change the world. Yes, we want to change our families. Yes, we want to do all of these wonderful things, but we also want to be paid to do it. And we want to be paid what we feel like we've earned. So if you could get clarity on where we are with all that, I know everybody would appreciate it.
Sure. So before I do that, let me take a couple of steps back and share with everyone, as we committed to this journey together back in about 5-6 weeks ago, we committed to preserve and continue with this amazing brand of Jeunesse onwards. What that means to each and every one of you listening on this call. When you come into JeunesseGlobal.com, you go to right into velavita.com/Jeunesse. You go to the website, as you've already seen probably, you see all the branding, the videos, the products, all of that is Jeunesse. As well, when you log into the back office, you will see welcome Jeunesse members, Jeunesse branding, and more important than the branding, we've preserved all your entire structure. Everything you have in your organization is there, including your strong leg points, your purchase history, commission history, and as well the wallet. And I'm going to talk about the wallet that Jason you mentioned now. There's 2 components to that wallet. One is the wallet within the Jeunesse, and one is the iPayout wallet. Right now, we've brought over the Jeunesse wallet over to here, and you'll see in Velavita, it's called a pending wallet. You'll have that in your back office, and we're going to talk about how we're going to take care of that. And the second component of that wallet is the iPayout wallet, which we're going to be bringing it over in the next few days, adding it to your total pending wallet. So whatever the money is owed to you will be together compiled into one sort of a bucket we call pending wallet within our wallet system. Now, Jason, how do we take care of that? Very simple. We're going to take 5%. And most companies, Jason, as you know, when they acquire a company, they flush the wallets, they flush everything. Everybody has to start from zero. We elected to take a different path, and we wanted to honor that for everybody. So we're taking 5% of the revenue to put aside, and we're going to talk about it in the next couple of weeks, how we're going to distribute that among all of you until every single dollar of your commissions, past wallets, be it iPayout wallet or Jeunesse wallet, combined will be fully satisfied. That is our goal, Jason, to make sure everybody's, because this is their hard-working dollars, what they work hard over the last couple of years to earn that. We want to make sure we take care of that. So therefore, to answer your question, that will be fully satisfied based on the 5% of the revenue we've set aside to satisfy those balances.
That's awesome, Costa. And just to go a little bit further with that, I know we have some promos that are outstanding. I know we have a lot of people on this phone that earned travel vouchers to Expo. And so I know that that's going to be included in, taking that revenue to make sure that everyone is square, everyone gets exactly what they were expecting. I do understand the transitional period. One of the things that fell apart with the negotiations with the previous company is that they were not willing to pay the wallets. They were not willing to pay any past debts of the company to the distributors. And you are willing to do that, which is a huge, huge step.
And Jason, as you know, I was a distributor like you have, and you've been. That's the most important thing. I mean, at the end of the day, company has to do 2 things right. deliver products to your customers, and pay your commission on time, accurately every single week. And that has been my commitment for 19 years. I've been a CEO, and we've never single day missed a commission or we've been backordered ever. And that is my goal with Jeunesse moving forward, to make sure we step away from back orders and make sure we satisfy that, and as well make sure any commission owed to you, including any of the promotional bonuses, all of that compiled together and paid and fully satisfied.
Okay, that's awesome. So let's talk time frame, and then let's talk about next week, because this is another issue that's going to be, there'll be many, many questions. And so we're going to record this. We're going to send this out through this transitional process. The ability to pay commissions next week, meaning this would be the money that would hit your bank account or your wallet this coming Tuesday, is going to be deferred. And it's going to be deferred with that 5% that we're talking about, and paid starting in December is what I'm being told. Costa, if you want to clarify, starting December
Correct.
1.
December 5th,
Right.
and moving forward every 5th of the month, and then we'll fully get caught up with that 5% put aside, but it starts December 5th onwards.
And that 5% will go first to pending commissions that are not going to be paid this coming Monday or Tuesday. Okay. And then the way that the Vellavita engine works is that that following Tuesday, you're also not going to get commissions, but instead they're going to be paid on Friday. Is that correct?
Yep, correct. So our model, our comp plan pays out every Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern time. By the way, we work on an Eastern time in the United States. So every Friday at 8 a.m., you'll be able to see your commission and be able to transfer to your wallet, or however you want to pay it out, transfer to somebody else in your team. It's every Friday will be done.
Correct. So just to be clear, for clarity, it won't be paid for those 2 weeks. It'll be paid 11 days later. So basically you are getting that Friday, the same week that you would have been paid, but any commissions that the people on this Zoom have earned is going to go into that 5% and will ultimately over time be paid. Correct?
Correct. Indeed.
Perfect. Okay. Perfect. All right. I think that probably, and again, I'm looking in the chat to see if there are any other questions there, but hopefully that adds clarity there. Second thing, Costa, big question people have, right? There's a lot of hesitancy to order new product when old product that people have purchased is still not there. Okay. And so talk a little bit about the back orders, talk about, what you've done as far as product around the world. And I think basically the field wants to know, are these orders going to be filled? And do we have, your word that that's going to happen?
So let me shed some light on that. Jason, you brought up a good point. So before I fully acquired all the assets of Jeunesse, we were behind the scenes actually shipping some of your products, be it Hong Kong, China, Europe, Latin America, Asia. We are the ones who are actually shipping behind the scenes. So I stepped in because of my footprint around the world, and immediately started helping Jeunesse shipping those products. And I've taken over about $30 million worth of inventory all over around the world now. We've actually placed POs of about $25 million more products, Jason, to be able to get this and distribute it to the different markets. But any order that was a back order in the last roughly 60 days or 90 days, we're going to ship that from us at no cost to members. So we'll take care of that as the back orders come true. As we're downloading the back orders, we're going to instruct all the warehouses around the world to begin the distribution of those back orders. So you should be receiving those, I would say, in the next couple of weeks. Now, if the warehouse doesn't have that inventory, we would ask to be patient until we can get inventory from our U.S. warehouses to those markets and be able to satisfy those. One other thing I wanted to add, and I had this conversation earlier today with the general manager of Thailand. Most companies, Jason, in this industry are not willing to air freight products to another country, let alone 12,000 miles across the ocean. because they usually put it on a ship, take back orders, and wait for 2-3 months. As of yesterday morning, I air freighted 20 pallets of reserve from our warehouse into Hong Kong. That is our commitment. We're paying for that. And you can imagine reserve box is very expensive. It's basically liquid. We put 20 pallets on a plane on the way to Hong Kong. It should get there next week so we can start filling those back orders. That's our commitment, Jason, from the company to make sure distributors are taken care of over the next couple months.
That's awesome. That's great. Good news for everybody there. Costa, talk a little bit about, if you will, local office functions, very important to the distributors, customer service functions, which I know over the last several months, customer service has kind of been in the tank. And so what do you see there, and what's the plan moving forward?
So let me address that quickly. Two things. Regarding the office, this was a two-part question. Regarding the local offices, all the offices that we took over, they're going to continue functioning, and I highly recommend to distributors utilize those offices. We've got a staff in there, go down and enjoy them. Some of them allow you to have products picked up. Some of them are purely for distributor presentation purposes. Either way, those offices are going to be available at this point for all of you to utilize moving forward. In regards to customer service, we brought on board 15 or 14 new customer service from Jeunesse. We literally hired total of about 45 employees from Jeunesse, brought on board onto Velovita, of which of those 14 of them are in customer service. Now we're total of 25 customer service employees that are going to cater to you 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. On Christmas, on Thanksgiving, on Chinese holidays, you will have customer service around the world, 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. How? Live chat, ticketing system, and email. Easiest way. This is what we've done for the last roughly 4.5 years. It's been extremely successful. Jason, we already do business in 75 countries, and our team head by Kenya out of Mexico office doing an amazing job. By the way, customer service is going to be multiple languages: English, Spanish, Portuguese. Is going to have Chinese, Japanese, and of course Thai, and multiple languages around the world, 7 days a week, 12 hours a day coming to you. And that already has started. Kenya did an amazing job training, teaching, guiding them in our system. Everything is up and running already. Feel free to reach out. You can reach out from website or from your back office, and as well your mobile app, which will go live next week. You'll be able to also do live chat from your mobile app.
Awesome, Costa. Great. That's great stuff. Great news. Quick question on the payout and the pay cards. Okay, so iPayout has been transferred over the information, but what we've learned this morning is security reasons. Do they have to go get a new iPayout card?
So first and foremost, again, two-part question. iPayout, the entire iPayout account for all of Jeunesse members worldwide has been fully transferred to us. The only thing you need to do for security purposes, you need to reset your password to acquire or provide a new password to log in. As far as your pay cards, that is impossible for us at this point to transfer them. Again, that is, as you mentioned, Jason, for security purposes. All you have to do when you log into iPayout, require or request a new pay card, and you go through the process, and they will be able to provide you with a new pay card wherever you are in the world.
Okay, that's perfect. That's awesome. Costa, talk a little bit about, if you will, packages. BV, I know we launched some brand new packages yesterday. There were some questions, so twofold question. Talk about maybe the BV, which is what you call it in Velovita. We called it CV, and exactly what that looks like around the world, and then dive into the package conversation, because I know people are excited to buy products and get in the process and start moving their business along again.
Thank God I took my reserve so my brain is functioning, be able to answer all your two-part question.
Yeah. This may be our last interview, but this was fun.
So first and foremost, regarding the prices, Jason, as you know, we're bringing over, ladies and gentlemen, top 17 products over already. And when you log into the website, you'll see all top 17 products. Some of them are market specific, like Thailand or Australia or Singapore have a specific product to their market, but majority, which is Reserve, Luminous, Nara, and Mind, and Revita Blue, which is a pretty common denominators between all the markets, those products are available worldwide. The one good thing you're going to love, guys, is the fact that we now have one unique set price worldwide. You live in Paris, you live in Sydney, or you live in Beijing, it's the same exact price. So you don't ever have to worry or think about, oh my God, I'm recruiting somebody from another market. How is that pricing going to be? More important, BVs are also identical worldwide. When you purchase products for yourself or your customers purchase, everything comes with a 50% BV. As Jason mentioned, BV is equivalent to CV, same concept. We call it a BV in our terminology. So it would be 50% of every dollar you purchase. Very straight, flat out 50%. Now, that is for purchases that are outside of the packs. When you purchase the packs, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to tell you, packs are live as of yesterday. There are 4 packs you can purchase. We call them Promoter, Influencer, Ambassador, and Ambassador Plus. And here's a better news for you guys. We've literally mimicked exactly what you had in Gen S. My team has spent a lot of time studying, understanding Gen S culture and systems and processes, so we could implement as much of it, so be very little, it'd be a smooth, basically, transition for you guys. The 4 packages, 300, 600, I think 1200 and 2900, those 4 packages come with a slightly less BV because they are, obviously, you get a lot of freebies in there. For example, in Ambassador Plus package, Jason, you get over $500 worth of products for free. What we give you is what we call a Velovita social token, which is short for VST. And the VST in that package, you get over 50,000 VST, which is over $500 free products. Plus you get your activation free, plus you get a few other things free. So because of that, we slightly reduced the BV, but here's the best part of it. We've also added trip points. Jason, I know everybody's excited, and I know your next question is about travel points, but I wanted to talk about that quickly. Trip points are added. That means as of yesterday, we are officially on that path, and Jason is going to talk about that momentarily, about going on that path that you guys are looking forward. We want to bring you the best events around the world, best incentive trips. So the 4 packages, which is a Promoter, Influencer, Ambassador, Ambassador Plus, 4 packages ranging from $300 to $2,900. Here's the best part. You're no longer required to purchase certain packages or certain products in each package. You are fully able to choose the customizable option and be able to select exactly what you want. You can buy all of it Nara, you can buy all of it Reserve, mix few of this and few of that. However you do, once you hit those targets of 300, 600, 1200, and 2900, automatically grant you those freebies and the points with the travel and everything else. So it's a very advanced system, Jason, and that's something about us and we love about our back office. We're able to cater to it. As you mentioned briefly, Jason, earlier on the call, we own everything. We own the back office, the software, the technology, the logistics, shipping, trucking, everything. So we'll be able to bring to you guys a faster, quicker, and simpler things as you require.
Awesome, Costa. Thank you. 2 things. Again, my 2-part questions. We've had a lot of questions about the BV in the product because on the surface, it looks as though that BV has dropped from what they had in Gen S from 60 to 50. Okay. However, you have a compensation plan that lines up with that new BV ratio. Okay. And this is something that we're working on right now. Costa's team behind the scenes has literally been working 24 hours a day. There's a guy named Wolf who I've, talked to a lot and bothered a lot. I don't think he slept in 3 days. But what they are working on, both for my benefit as I learn it and for you as you learn it, is a detailed compensation plan, not only document, but verbal tutorial, walking through it that we can record, that we can send out so everybody understands it. But I will tell you, as Costa has, I have studied Costa probably more than me, but I've studied compensation plans for 33 years. This is a great compensation plan for everyone, but it's really good for the little person, meaning the person coming in the business that's not a seasoned network marketer, because you only need 400 on one side and 200 on the other to cycle. And it's a $30 cycle, but ultimately at the end of the day, I believe that it is a compensation plan for all people, for the masses of people. And so, Costa, comment on that just a little bit on, why the compensation model that you have, what went into it when you built it, and what's the benefit in knowing comp plans like you do, moving forward with our Jeunesse products, our Jeunesse story, travel points that we'll talk about next as we close, and moving forward for everybody's future on this Zoom.
Thank you, Jason. So let me take a couple steps back. Talk about comp plan. I've designed comp plans for 11 large companies, 100 million plus companies. And what I did when I was designing a comp plan for Velabita, Jason, I look at the best and I brought it, look at the companies they had. We brought the best, all of it under this umbrella of Velabita to make sure we can cater to all walks of life. We have what is called a double hybrid comp plan. Basically is a binary, a true binary hybrid with a uni-level, hybrid with a social selling. Those of you that around the world love to have customers, love to sell the products, we reward you handsomely and incredibly great. Those of you that want to sell a product through our social selling module. Those of you that like to recruit a lot of people, our uni-level comp plan rewards you very well. And those of you that like to build teams and build a binary, our binary is a true binary, goes to the infinity. What you guys used to have before was limited to your uni level. Additionally, on our binary, we pay out 50% more. You used to get $20 for every 200 and 300. Now you're getting $30 for every 200 and 400. Additionally, our uni-level, 7-level matching, it's dynamically compressed every week. So you could literally have people in your 80, 90, 100 level deep in your organization and dynamically compresses it all the way to your 7 legs. Additionally, also, we have what is called the referral bonuses, Jason. Those of you that like to recruit people, you recruit one person, you get 20%. If you recruit a second person in the same calendar month, your 20% doubles to 40%. And if you add 3 more people and recruiting 5 people in the same month, you now make 50% on everybody you recruit the rest of that month, 50% of their BV every single time. So these are the incredible parts. We have obviously lifestyle bonuses, leadership bonuses, and all of that other stuff that you will learn. As Jason mentioned, our team is working really hard behind the scene, providing you all the tools. But what I want you to understand is I designed a comp plan that caters to everyone. You want to make $500 a month, or you want to make $500,000 a month. With our comp plan is doable. And last but not least, the limit on the comp plan on the binary alone, the team commission has been raised to 120,000 US per week. I know you guys used to get 20,000 a week. We are now at 120,000 a week. That means you can make up to $500,000 a month. Those of you on the call interested in that level of income, that's opportunity available.
Costa, that's awesome. I'm getting some questions in the chat, and most revolve around, things that may be glitched when things move over, whether it's points, whether it's, any issue. What I have found is that Costa's team is willing to fix it, and they're willing to make it right. And so the best way for people, Costa, to contact customer service would be what?
Indeed. So no matter where you are in the world, just go on your website or your back office, reach out for the little button on the bottom right corner. Click on it. You'll be able to immediately live chat to any of our customer service agents around the world. They're literally around the world, from Europe to Latin America, North America, and all over Asia and Australia. We have customer service. You'll be able to reach out and explain to them what is the issue, and they'll be able to assist you with that. As well, we're also working on a few of the glitches when we transition over. Not everything came over, Jason, so we're also working on that. For example, we noticed that reserve wasn't available in Hong Kong on the smaller packages. So we just made it available, and that should be going live in the next couple hours. Those are minor things. We're working on it. As you mentioned, our team is literally working 16 to 18-hour days every single day for the last 3 weeks to make sure this goes smooth. And we promise to deliver a multi-stage launch. And we're now here. I stand before you to tell you we're fully launched, ready to go. You can purchase. I've already started seeing sales coming from different countries. So it's working, Jason.
Awesome. And then I'm reading some more questions. We talked about travel vouchers, Sapphire promo. There was another promo that we did throughout Greater China. And again, all of those are going to be paid over time. Again, please be patient. But as we ramp things up, Costa's commitment is that he's going to pay everybody what they're owed, which is amazing. And again, Costa, for those of the people that don't use live chat or can't for whatever reason, is there an email? Is that support@velavita.com?
Indeed, support@velavita.com. And you can just type in your language, and our team will direct it to the speaker, the language of the country that you're in, and we'll respond back to you in your language.
That's perfect. So Imelda, hi Imelda. She's asking, is there live chat in Chinese? Which would be yes, there is.
Definitely.
Okay, very good. Good question.
Yeah.
Okay. Love all your questions. Again,
I think we have more Chinese customer service than we have in English.
That's perfect. Well, that's smart. That's smart. Costa, last but not least, Jeunesse has been built, as you know, for the last 15 years on travel. People love to travel. They love to be with their friends, their business associates, and travel the world. I've seen some of the trips that you've done. I will tell you that I've been on trips with Costa, and you've never gone on a trip until you go with Costa. So they're going to be a lot of fun. But people want to know, is there a trip coming? I don't know if we know where that's going to be yet. For those of you that have reached out to me, I've taken all of your feedback, and your feedback has been very well received by Costa. I don't think we want to announce where yet, but it's coming. But I can tell you, for the majority of you that have reached out to me, that's where we're going. So get excited. So Costa,
hey, you're saying too much. Too much.
This is where they usually cut me off. So I used to be the boss. But anyway, I yield to you. Talk a little bit about, trips and your commitment to making that rhythm happen the way that it happened in the past.
Totally. So let me address a couple of things, Jason. Very, very good point you brought up. First and foremost, we've been doing incentive trips from our day one. We started this company, and our Velavita members love it. So we're going to continue with Jeunesse. Moving forward, for time being, we're going to keep the incentive trips separate, just to preserve the cultures. So Jeunesse will have their own incentive trip, and Jason and I will be there to have fun with you guys, and we'll talk about that shortly. And then Velavita members will have their own incentive trip. The incentive trip we're planning for you guys is going to be one of a kind, something you've never seen before. We're working on that. It's going to be the standard. Obviously, you're going to have your 5 months qualification. Again, this is what you guys are used to. We didn't want to change it. We wanted to carry that over. So that has started as of yesterday. As you notice, when the packages are purchased, you will start earning points towards the travel points. And once we are fully ready to announce, which will happen hopefully over the next few weeks, we're going to share with you where that trip is, and we're going to make sure it is a trip of a lifetime. Jason, many people that I recently had my 50th birthday, and people thought they were coming to a wedding. That's how we put events. My birthday looked like a wedding, and that's what my staff did. So Imagine what we're going to do for you guys. We're going to take this to a whole different level. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exotic. It's going to be exciting. And we're going to bring the world of Jeunesse together under one umbrella, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And at that event there, we're going to launch the next incentive trip, guys, because it is how this industries work. Jason, you and I have been doing it for 30 years. You know it is, as we're going to go from an event to an event, and we're going to have a lot of exciting stuff. We're going to have university events. We're going to do major events in the countries. I'm going to travel. Jason is going to travel. We're going to come together and be with you guys. And this is our commitment for the next 3 to 5 years to help you get back to where we were and beyond. That's my commitment, guys. I've devoted my life for the last 31 years. I don't have kids. This is what I do full time, 12 hours a day. And I love what I do. I enjoy it. I wake up every morning for 2 reasons, my breakfast and my work. And I love what I do. I'm excited. It's almost 10 o'clock at night and I can go to gym right now. That's how pumped I am.
Costa, imagine, you said your birthday was like a wedding. I mean, no pressure, but imagine, when you get married, what it's going to be like. And all of these people from around the world are going to come. Okay, we'll keep you unmarried for now. Costa, I look forward to that day if we have that day. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your commitment. I want to thank you for taking on this giant. In life, we face giants. This is a giant. This is a huge undertaking to turn this business and this company and to make this company great again. Right? I live in the United States. There's a saying to make America great again. That guy just won. We're going to make Jeunesse great again under the Vela Vita umbrella. Costa, with your leadership, everything rises and falls on leadership. And so I want to thank you, not only on behalf of me, I want to thank you on behalf of Jason Karamanis, our imperial presidential fudge ripple, triple diamond, quadruple, director, who is at the very top of this business, who was with us in Singapore, has been with us every step of the way. I want to thank him for his leadership, his mentorship. I want to thank Tina who is on here today. I want to thank her entire team. I want to thank Sandy. I want to thank Jennifer Chen. I want to thank Flora. I want to thank all of your leadership from CC to, and again, I'm gonna leave people out. I'm gonna get emotional at the same time. Christine, Cindy, Julia, all of the leadership, Helen, and then Highland, who I say with 2 L's, Helen, Tony, Charlie, Roger, your entire leadership group, who without them, Jeunesse is not Jeunesse. This business would not be here. They were all together with us in Singapore, and they got to feel Costa. They got to hear his story. They got to fall in love with who he was as a man and as a human being. And he's somebody that I will follow. He's somebody that they will follow. And he's somebody that you should follow as we move forward and we embark on what's going to be the greatest story, Costa, in the history of network marketing. They thought they were going to bury us, but they didn't know we were a seed. And you pulled us out of the ground, and here we are today. So excited for the future, everybody. You have our commitment on our side that communication will be better than it's ever been via email, via chat, via your back office, via Zooms, via webinars, via whatever it takes to make this win and make this great again. So thank you again, Costa, and I'll give you the last word.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. And I got to tell you, we are truly lucky to have you on board, guiding this field, guiding the leadership around the world. I had the pleasure and the honor to meet many of the leadership in this company as I've traveled for the last 18 days. And I'm falling in love with them, Jason. Amazing, very emotional. We cry together, we laugh together. And for me, that's what drives me to do what I do. That's what drives me to get on the plane and literally 8-hour flight, 12-hour flight, 15-hour flight, go from country to country, meeting after meeting after meeting, because if somebody did that for me, Jason, 30 years ago, somebody took my hand, walked me through the path to get me to where I am today. And this is my time to pay it back, pay it forward, and promise you, not only we're going to make Jeunesse great again, we're going to actually take Jeunesse to a whole different level that you guys actually never experienced. And we're going to help a lot of people around the world. As I travel, Jason, around the world now, I see so many people desperately in need of this industry. Forget about Jeunesse, forget about Veloida. People need direct sales network marketing in their life. And ladies and gentlemen, we have an amazing vehicle here with Jeunesse. We can provide that to them. So go share the business, go share the opportunity. And from this point on, let your head down, relax. We got your back. We're going to be there. It's our job, not yours. Our job to deliver products, to pay your commission, and take care of your people. That is our job. We've been doing an amazing job. We're going to continue supporting you and helping you go to work and share this amazing opportunity with the world. Thank you again from bottom of my heart, Jason. Amazing job as always. I am happy we're back together, brother. Let's go tell the world who we are and what we're going to accomplish together.
Awesome. Thank you, Costa. Thank you, everybody. And we will see you next time.
Recording